a comic coming out today, I believe, where he's fighting alongside some dude. If I don't make it, can I ask a favor? You'll make it out. Please tell Tim Drake he helped me realize my true self, who I am. Tell him, well, he probably knows. He's the smartest guy I've ever met. But tell him, I wish we could have finished our date. And then Tim turns up at his door. He's like, Tim, hi, I'm glad you're here. I've been meaning, I wanted to say, Bernard, wait, let me talk. I want your cock. Now, what's weird about this? Multiple things are weird by this. In the 32 years that Tim Drake's been around, there has never been an internal monologue of Tim being remotely interested in boys. None. Now, I know that the alphabet community have tried to latch on to certain things and tried to pervert them into queer baiting, but sometimes just a friendship is just a friendship. Like when Superboy died and he being really cut up about it, that was his bezzy mate. That was his bezzy mate. I'd be really cut up about it as well. They tried to read a lot into a couple of interactions in Teen Titans. Basically, the alphabet community had pointed at something and said, hey, DC, we want that. And we always get what we want. Do you know why? Because we scream and shout on Twitter until we get it. And we will call you all kinds of stuff if you don't do it. That's what happens. That was what happens. Why else is it weird? Why would you want to turn... Isn't the whole thing, you're born this way? You're born the way that you are. You're born straight. You're born gay. You're born bisexual. You're not born half the other stuff they've made up in the last couple of years, but don't worry about that. And then suddenly, you want to take away that person's sexuality. Don't you think that's massively hypocritical? But it doesn't matter because it's something you want. So that's okay. So taking away from Tim just being a straight white male, that's fine. That's fine because you want it. But let's say there was a gay character that you liked and they were turned into a straight character. There'd be uproar. Of course there would be uproar. But the thing is, folks, this isn't something new. This isn't something which has just happened. Now, before I go into other examples of that, I just want to bring this up. Because if you look at the reaction to this, they don't care about Tim. All they care about is that Tim is now with a boy. That's it. It's fetishism. Oh, we got what we wanted. Oh, we wanted Tim to be gay, so we got us gay Tim. Thank you. Thank you. We won, everyone. DC Comics, for once, were not cowards for gender, for sexuality swapping a character, an established 32-year-old character. You won. They weren't cowards. We won. We got them to bend the knee. We got them. We got the weirdos to bow, to curtail to our tyranny. Yay. Finally, what we've been waiting years for. Why would you wait for somebody to turn? Somebody can't just turn because they're born that way. So why would you expect them to turn? Oh, because you screamed and shouted until you got what you wanted. Gotcha. Gotcha. By the way, nobody here is buying any of these comics. You know, they might, a couple of them might pirate them. You know, no, none of them buy them. No, this isn't moving the needle at all. You know, here's the needle. Probably that issue is gonna go down. It's gonna go down. Oh my God. They say the word. They say the D word. This is infantilization, which is even sicker, by the way. Is this real? I've been waiting. You know, they've all got, you know, stuff in there. I've been waiting for this since Superboy died and Tim slept with his shirt and cried every night. His best friend died. And because he cried, that ergo automatically means he's gay because he held his shirt. That ergo no. It's called camaraderie. It's called friendship. It's called bonding. Why does everything get twisted and perverted into something sexual? That's degeneracy. Tim can't shoot us since day one, and now I've won. I've fucking won. We screamed and we shouted and we got what we wanted. But hey, look. Remember when, out of the blue, Marvel just suddenly turned Wolverine and Cyclops as well? Because they both fancy Jean Grey, the only way that you could resolve that, instead of Jean Grey actually picking someone, was to just go, hey Scott, or, yeah, what's that, Logan? Let's just cock it up. I mean, literally, let's just cock it up. Oh, okay. Since we like Jean together, we might as well go together. What? That doesn't make what? That is fetishism. That is freakish. That is disturbing. Remember when Iceman came out? Oh no, he didn't come out. He got told he was gay by Jean Grey. What's happening? Bobby, you're gay. Jean Grey did a mind trick on Bobby and turned him gay. The character who had been with women, again, none of these characters, I'll say it now, I'll reiterate it in a minute again. This recently as well, apparently Jean Grey, Wolverine, and Cyclops are in a polyamorous relationship. Is this true? It's not stated, but yes, there's a scene involving Wolverine and Jean in a hot tub that's implied sexy time. It's mentioned she's with Scott numerous times. Yeah, why not? More degeneracy. Why not? Marvel confirms Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord is bisexual when they brought him back. At the end of last year, suddenly he liked cock as well. Now, this one seemed to be done out of spite because they don't like Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt is on the wrong side of history, according to them. So again, weaponization of sexuality. Where have we seen this before? Oh, yeah, all day, every day. All day, every day. Enjoying that, Star-Lord. And of course, there was always implied lesbian / bisexuality with Harley Quinn, but let's just whack that on a cover, just in case anyone had any doubt. Let's just go there. Even though Poison Ivy was with Kite Man, but you know, suddenly Poison Ivy. It's all so freakish and weird, folks. Freakish and weird. Why don't you, I know this is going to sound crazy, but why don't you create a new character and do it to them? Of course, because it's not about creating something. It's always about taking away. It's about looking at what you think, and this is what Young Ripper said, and he's absolutely right. You look and you say, only those characters are legitimate. Only those characters there are legitimate. What about the gay characters that have been created before? No. What about the black characters that have been created before? No. Only those straight, white, male characters are legitimate, and they have to be taken away. It's sick. It's freakish. It's weird. I'm glad that I dipped out of comics about a year or so ago now. Gary and I buying mainstream new comics. Now we just buy back issues, and I got some little back issues for tonight. Just a few. I got myself some detective comics. I've got myself some new Teen Titans, Wolfman Perez from the early 80s. When, when comics were good and people weren't afraid to just establish characters, new characters as well, bring in new characters. No. Again, as the great Young Ripper says, it's only those straight white male characters are legitimate. And they're the ones that need to be taken. Need to be race swapped, gender swapped, sexuality swapped. And do you know what that does for the characters? Nothing. Nothing at all. As another DC comic book writer, James Tynion, runs and leaves DC, the person who was writing Batman, to go on to something, a blogging site. Well, at least he doesn't have to pretend to be bisexual anymore. Anywho, hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming links. They're in the description box down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.
Hello everyone, this is just a short introduction to let you know that this is our spoiler-free, then spoiler-heavy review of the Suicide Squad 2021 from our podcast, The Weekly Planet, which we do every Monday. Normally at this time there would be a Caravan of Garbage video, but we are taking a 2-week break, so that's this week and next week. So I thought, hey, why not put together something minimal effort, minimal visuals. This is more of a listening experience for people who might not have heard it. There's some other Suicide Squad videos on this channel that you might be interested in, including some stuff later in the week. And also our review of the first What If episode, Marvel's What If, is going up tomorrow. Yeah, leave a like if you want, that'd be great. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in the rest of this video. I am also in it with Mason. Two of us. Makes for a better conversation, I feel. All right, Mason.
Go on.
I love talking about the Suicide Squad.
Me too.
But there's a topic I just want to cover just before.
Okay.
And this is James Gunn's response to Martin Scorsese saying that comic book movies are crap and everybody who likes them should kill themselves.
He did say that.
His
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
This is in an interview with MTV Josh Horowitz.
Is that his name? Hey, it's me, MTV Josh Horowitz.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's great. No, I love it.
I just think it seems awful cynical that he would keep coming out against Marvel, and then that is the only thing that would get press for his movie. He's creating his movie in the shadow of Marvel films, and so he uses that to get attention for something he wasn't getting as much attention as he wanted for it. He's one of the greatest filmmakers who ever existed. I love his movies. I can watch his movies with no problem. And he said a lot of things I agree with.
I don't even need help. I don't even need somebody there explaining his movies to me.
I get it.
I get it.
First watch as well, I get it.
That's right.
Straight out of the gate.
Yeah, that's right.
There are a lot of things that...
This one's about an Irish guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. There are a lot of things that are true about what he said. There are a lot of heartless, soulless spectacle films out there that don't reflect what should be happening. I can't tell you the amount of times I've talked to a film director before they went and made a big movie and said, hey, we're in this together. Let's do something different from these big movies. Let's make something different than everything that's come before. And then
I get movies. I get them first time.
Yeah.
Collaborate with me.
I watch a movie and I go, oh, man, yes. Beginning, middle, end.
You and I can make a movie that people will get first time.
And then see them cater to every single studio whim and be grossed out, frankly. So two things going on there. One, that he says that he's using Marvel films to promote his own films, and two, that he agrees with some of it, and people go into movies with the best intentions and then get broken by the studio.
Well, I think people should only report the first thing that he said.
I agree.
And make it seem like he's being really mean to Martin Scorsese for no reason.
Let's edit this bit out and keep it just for me and you.
Yeah, nice.
And my son. I'll play it to him.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, let's talk box office for the Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It cost $185 million.
Decent, a chunk of change.
They were hoping it would make $30 million at the box office this weekend, but it looks like it's only going to make about $25.7 million. At this point, we don't know the HBO. Anyways, I saw this interesting article about why this movie might not be doing so well. This is via Scott Mendelson on Forbes, and the headline is Box Office, Suicide Squad 2 gets Tomb Raider trapped with poor $12.2 million Friday.
What does that mean? I saw that headline and I'm like...
I'm here to tell you.
Explain it? If I were to read it, it would explain it to me, is what you're saying.
You know, James Gunn would get it first go, is all I'm saying. But anyway.
He's seen a lot of movies, though.
He has, I can tell. Well, he can tell us that too. Regular readers can probably tell you much about the Tomb Raider trap, namely when a much-hyped and anticipated flick becomes a huge hit despite being bad to terrible, only for the much superior sequel to suffer commercially because the audience decided once bitten, twice shy. Classic examples include Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life. That's a bad movie, though, isn't it?
It's inherently quite bad, yeah. They're both bad. They're both bad.
Have made 156 million off the back of the 274 million of the first. Addams Family Values, 48 million off 191 on the first. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows made 245 million off the 485 million of the first. And the Angry Birds 2 movie, which made 147 off the 352 million. I have seen Angry Birds 2. He said, heck, I'd argue that a big reason why Man of Steel 2 turned into Batman v Superman was to avoid the Tomb Raider trap. So I thought that was really interesting. That I think it's very much pandemic related as well.
Yeah, and also I don't necessarily think it's just a sequel thing. I think it's probably it's a diminishing returns for probably, like, you know, I think the DC cinematic universe has definitely had its ups and downs.
Sure.
But I think, you know, the overall, the general public's overall perception of it is like, this could go either way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to risk this and spend the money on something that could be average or good. Maybe I'll just wait for it to come onto TV randomly and I'll watch it then.
Exactly. I think also with this budget and, you know, getting James Gunn, they gave him free reign.
Yep.
So I think regardless of whether this does well, they're going to keep him and he's going to do other things. And I think it will eventually pay off. But again, we don't know the HBO Max numbers, so maybe it's got insane downloads or whatever.
Maybe it's HBO Max.
Maybe it is. But also, like with Black Widow, these things get pirated. It could very well see a massive drop-off. It's also an R-rated movie, so you can't have kids go to it or younger teens, which makes a big difference. What do you think the story was, though?
Oh, no.
Yeah, gotcha.
Suicide Squad are back, baby.
Or are they? Is it the same universe? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I think it is.
I think it's the same universe.
Yeah.
Decided to
Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and lots of stuff to start off with. I have so many topics this week, it's insane. So Knife Hand Blind Spot, still available, on schedule. No, sorry, this one's ahead of schedule. Rock and Roll Ninja, I usually have the tabs here. Rock and Roll Ninja, on schedule. You can get Expendables as an add-on on this campaign, that's the only place to get it. And, jeez, look at all these, I still got all these, I still got New Warriors, I Am Not Starfire, This Is Trash, gotta do this video. All right, so I got a lot of stuff to do. So James Tinian put a tweet up just 2 hours ago and already purchased on a video. It's made all the major news. It's pretty huge. And I'm not talking about for James. For James it is huge, but this is really, you know, this is a trend. You ever see like how, like, I'm watching Tenet right now, and they'll show a reverse explosion so you'll kind of see things. But if you ever see like a shear on a cliff, it starts off with just a little loosening, and then it shakes a little, and then the whole thing just shears right off. So we've had some very prominent pros at DC leave, as well as Marvel, and I'm pretty sure there's another one that's just about to leave. I think he's probably going to do one more Batman miniseries and then bounce. So James Tinian says some pretty big news about the next phase of my career is coming out today. Okay, so then he links to his Substack, and before I do that, $4.99. Wow, that's a nice knife. Actually, they're both they're both nice. This one is very impressive. Hardwood floor, hardwood floor. That might be a table. A couple of people said, "Hey, I haven't gotten it yet." It's like there was like this last group where I made the whole backers list and I sent it to Narwhal, and then there was a couple people that were like the last to back, and then I did that like on another tab. So there's like one more small group of people, and then the people with Impossible Stars, that's being shipped. It should be en route to Narwhal right now.
Looking for this? You fucking asshole! I told you! You ever touch me again, I'll kill you!
Hey, what the hell is he doing?
I don't know. Is he dancing? Looks like he's dancing.
You know, for a dancer, he's one hell of a detective.
Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and lots of stuff to start off with. I have so many topics this week, it's insane. So Knife Hand Blind Spot, still available, on schedule. No, sorry, this one's ahead of schedule. Rock and Roll Ninja, I usually have the tabs here. Rock and Roll Ninja, on schedule. You can get Expendable